Hey everybody, it is Neil with the Dastardly Gentleman. It's been a long time, but with me I have Frank, Jer, and Ryan. And for some reason one of them has disconnected.
Who disconnected?
Who would do such a thing?
I think it's Ryan.
I see him. I see him
see.
right there, though.
And I see him, but I can't hear him.
You're
heard
dumb.
It's alright.
Everybody heard him. Everybody heard him but Neil.
Oh.
He didn't take his meds.
That's true.
Oh, you know what the problem is, Neil? Fix your hearing aid.
Oh, here, let me do that real quick.
My tinnitus.
Hold please.
Pipes.
Here we go. Here we go. Much better. Sorry about that.
Hey.
Had to reconnect to Source Connect.
Hooray.
Alright.
All right.
So here we go. Say
What's
hi,
up,
everybody.
Gaming Nation? No, I had to say hi to my peeps first.
Oh, hi.
Alright, so I think we're good now. A little technical difficulties. I apologize.
You
But yeah,
He's not really sorry.
I'm not.
I'm sorry.
But anyways, so it's been a while. Apologize for missing last week, but we're here now. For you. And we're going to
And
talk
twice as
about...
strong.
Well, my power has doubled since last we met. We're going to talk about music tonight. Like, all kinds of music, but good music.
That's subjective.
Very.
So, what are you guys into right now? Let's start with Frank.
Metal.
Same thing you've always been into.
I mean, metal and literally metal and classical music.
Okay.
That's almost exclusively.
Okay, like, do you have a band that you listen to in particular? What's your favorite band?
Well, my favorite band isn't metal; it's Rush. So, but I mean, technically, a lot of that stuff's pretty close to metal. It's really close. But as far as like favorite metal band that I'm listening to right now, I'm really digging on a lot of Blind Guardian right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I dig me some Blind Guardian. Another Stranger Me album. It's an older album, but it was still really good, and I've been listening the hell out of it.
That's good. That's good stuff, man. Right now we're dropping a fuck ton of frames, so that's cool. We're just having a shit night.
It's because there's 4 of us.
Yeah.
The internet can't handle this much, man.
That's true.
I can't handle this much, man, and Neil.
Frank, stop. No sudden movements.
If we all don't move, it won't look like we're losing frames.
We're literally 30% of all of our
It's like
frames.
I drown in my water.
Hold please, we're gonna stop and start the stream.
Just a moment.
Let me turn off this intro real quick here. Started. How we doing? Looks a little bit better. Still getting the yellow signal here, and it's dipping into red. God damn it! Maybe we
I'll
should
dip
just.
in ear red.
Maybe we should have
Whoa.
stayed gone. Fuck this shit.
Oh, that's scary. What do you mean today? I'm scary. I'm a positive man.
You wouldn't want to meet Frank in a dark alley, let me tell you.
Show me your boobs.
You want to meet Frank in a dark alley nor wearing loose clothing.
So I heard Jer and Ryan are gonna go to a concert soon. Which concert are you going to?
The Gorillas.
Yeah.
In Chicago.
Oh.
Hope we don't get murdered.
Or suicide bombed.
No.
Whoa.
I mean, there's a very fine line between the two, I guess.
I mean, no. I mean, you die either way. But I mean, I'm not trying to be insensitive, and it's not really funny. But what do you guys think about going out into a big mass collection of people like that? Like, are you think it's gonna be a little risky?
You have to. You have to.
Of course you have to. But are you? At
I
least
have no
a little
problems with crowds.
Well, my only thing is that I have a feeling that there's probably going to be a lot of people smoking weed, and I hope I don't
So,
get drug tested when I come
Then
back.
that would be great. Can you imagine, like, let's just say, like, like Neil's nightmare scenario happens, and there's a dude in there that's willing to blow himself up. He's all fucking, oh, it's just gonna happen, and then like everyone's fucking rocking, like he's like, ah. It's just, nah. I don't, he's in there like, you're like, what are you doing? I'm cutting the wires. Boop. Never mind. You guys are all right. You got.
But I mean, like, I watched one of their live stream concerts in they did a Demon Days concert. I think it's in Europe or something, and I don't think it'll be an issue.
Well, good. Glad to hear.
What? How are they gonna do the concert?
I don't know. The thing with their concerts that's kind of cool is that every single one of them is different. Like, sometimes they do, like, the animated band on stage. Sometimes they, like, the one that they did today, they had the whole band walk through this crowd, and they were in, like, these weird, like, black masks and, like, hooded cloaks, and they had, like, these big flags that had, like, eyes on them and stuff. And they walked through the crowd, and, like, everyone was like, what the hell is this? Because they just came out of nowhere, and they just walked all the way up to the stage, and then they got up on stage, and they were, like, doing weird stuff, like ringing bells, and then they all took off their masks, and it was, like, the whole band, and they just kind of went and started doing
Like
their
it
thing.
was the legit people.
Yeah, like, it was them, and they just walked through the middle of this whole crowd, and I bet everyone around them felt stupid for not, like, doing anything.
I wouldn't even know who they were. I'd look at them and be like, "Fuck you! Why are you getting on stage?" And then as soon as they started playing, I'm like, "No, I'm leaving. This isn't what I'm here for. I don't want to see. I don't want to see you goofy, greasy fucks. I want to see fucking fake people. Look, I'm a Vocaloid fan, and I don't want this shit." You want to talk about an anime podcast? I'll fucking be there. I'm a giant weeb.
Indeed.
The biggest.
I'm the weeb messiah. The weeb of
Frank,
weebs.
Frank just brought up Vocaloid. He can go now. Let's remove him from the call.
Yeah, what button drops Frank?
You guys just don't know what good shit is.
Apparently not.
Hatsune Miku so kawaii.
You need help, Frank.
No.
Frank, what's the last concert you went to?
Rush concert.
When was that?
It was their Clockwork Angels tour,
Oh,
and I don't
Isn't
know,
that like a long time ago?
4 or 5 years ago. Oh, I'm sorry, no, I take that back. The last concert I went to was Marilyn Manson and Alice Cooper. It was in Chicago.
that's pretty cool. How was that?
Nice.
Yep.
Oh, right. And you didn't die, so I guess my...
No, and it was that was really exciting. Marilyn Manson, he's like, I like his music for the most part. He does some of the worst live performances I have ever seen in my life.
I've heard that.
He's terrible. He gets out and like he's all like, and like
He's
the
definitely a studio artist.
yeah, but like the band was killing it. I mean, like they were like mashing, and they just overrode him. I mean, like whenever he would start doing like like they're like. I mean, they literally just started playing whatever, and like they just play like you could hear. It's like you could tell that the people in the back were like they just turned his mic down. They're just like, nah, he's done. He's alright. And then like
Is
whatever.
this mic plugged in? No.
No, I mean, yeah, but no. And, like, so he goes and like he had to sit through Marilyn Manson, which was awkward. It was like watching someone have it was like watching a middle-aged man have a meltdown on stage because it's exactly what it was. But then like you get to Alice and it was like. Because this is what I really wanted. This is why I'm here. It was like because they gave you like their lead-in band was this trio from California, and like this girl was just like she was doing this 30 death metal, and she was just fucking terrible. But then she did a cover of Barracuda, but she actually sang it, and I was like, you sound so good. Why didn't you do this in your actual music? What the fuck is that? But then Alice comes out and he does his full show, and it's amazing because everything he does is amazing. And he at the very end, Manson comes out and like my entire section goes, ugh. And because he starts trying to sing with Cooper, but then he just drops the microphone, gets down on his hands and knees, and starts kissing Alice Cooper's feet while Alice Cooper finishes the song. And I'm like, "You're fucking you do, you piece of shit." Yeah.
So gaming.
It was you get ringworm.
It was weird though because then like after the show, because it was called Raise the Dead was the show, and then we went outside, and there was this massive picket line. Like Owensboro, like Baptist church style picket line. You know, you guys are going to hell, and like the Manson fans, you could tell the whole time I was there. You could tell the difference between the Alice fans and the Manson fans, because like Alice Cooper fans were like they if they did any face paint, it was this. But other than that, if you had like these aberrant people with like a bazillion kinds of chains and ripped up clothes, and they're like got a cross on their forehead or whatever. Manson fan. And then whenever you left, you could tell who were the Alice fans and who were the Manson fans, because because we all funneled out in the same section. And then the picket line was, like, oh, you're going to hell, I'm like, whoa. But then the Manson fans, fuck you, Jesus is stupid, and they'll attack the picket line. And then all of the Alice fans were like, because they're like, well, they're fighting. They're not getting to their cars. So that means that there's not going to be a ton of traffic. So let these idiots kill each other, and we'll just go.
Good call.
You know?
All of the Alice Cooper fans were probably like, "We're going to hell? Sweet. Let's go."
We're like, I know the guy who runs it.
I hope they have a Qdoba.
Trust me. They do. If the Houston airport has a Qdoba, fucking hell's gotta have a Qdoba. Because it's everywhere I'm not.
I like a Qdoba, but they don't have toilet paper.
That's alright. Just bring it to me. I'll wait here.
The Gaming Nation says that he went to a Metallica concert last week. I would really like to go to a Metallica concert.
The tickets for the Gorillas that I bought, there was either the one for in Chicago, or there was one in, I think it was LA. They did like a 3-day music fest, and like Metallica was one of the bands that was playing. It was like Cream, Metallica, and Gorillas.
That's pretty fucking sweet.
Cream would be good.
I'm so iffy on Metallica.
No, there's nothing to be iffy about. They're terrible now. I mean, like, if you really want to listen to good Metallica, just listen to the stuff they already did. Don't listen to the stuff now, because they're like, you listen to it, you're like, oh, train wreck.
Yeah.
And then just turn it off. Get a single, and then just let it, just don't get a single. Don't do it.
In Metallica's defense, their latest album is actually pretty fucking good.
I haven't even bought
They're gonna
it.
have to make at least 2 more good albums, or at least 1 fucking smashing album to make up for Saint Anger.
Saint Anger was like,
guys,
yeah.
don't forget about Saint Anger.
God. The only album ever recorded behind a dumpster with a homeless man and a rat.
I mean, like that whole album. I mean, like I remember because I'm like I love Metallica, and I listen to Saint Anger. I'm like, what is this?
Lars beating on a trash can lid.
Yeah, like,
Bang 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 bang! Ah!
yeah.
I'm mad.
Oh my god.
Metallica featuring Stomp.
Might as well.
Oh my god.
I haven't listened to like any of their stuff since like Saint Anger. I think I heard Saint Anger and I was like, right in the trash with you.
Yeah. What about what is it, Particle Collider? Did you listen to that, Neil? Megadeth? Dave Mustaine's most recent tragedy?
I think I heard like a minute of one of those songs, and I'm just like, what the fuck is this shit? That makes me so sad. I mean, he's so fucking talented.
But he's so pretentious. I mean, like, it's so funny, too, because he puts out Particle Collider, and then people are like, and then people are like, well, it's just arbitrary. It's not that good. Nothing about this is like your previous works, and it doesn't really build off of anything, and it doesn't really have any good continuity. And he's like, you people just don't fucking get it. And I'm like,
You're the reason this is bad. You.
I mean, yeah. I mean, like
You
they
guys are
had like
shit artists, not
they
me.
they had like this fucking video of him like on stage where he lost his mind at a fan because like he was like they asked for some older song. It was just like they're like Symphony of Destruction. And he's like, no, we're playing stuff from the new album because you guys are fucking stupid. And he starts yelling at the crowd, and I'm like, these people paid so much money to come see you. Why would you do that?
Hang on.
All right, okay,
No, seriously, hang on.
okay.
Let's drop out of Source Connect and switch to Skype.
Oh god.
Okay, we're back on Skype
Alright.
now. Yeah, Source
Oh,
Connect keeps on
yay.
fucking up. Sorry about that, guys. We are just fucking having all kinds of technical difficulties.
Maybe if we didn't spend so much money on these concert tickets, we could afford better equipment.
Probably, right?
I could probably have paid like a good, like 2 or 3 months of like a really good studio for the amount that we just paid for our 5 days in Chicago.
If only we lived close to each other.
Yeah.
Meow meow, I'm a cow.
Beep beep, I'm a sheep.
But no, that shit was fucking awful, and I'm very sad for Dave Mustaine because he's got so much fucking talent. I mean, he could be amazing if he just stopped.
I love his older music, but like I just wish that he wasn't. Wish he wasn't such a cunt. And like, and he is, and it's. I mean, he's so fucking talented. And then like now, like I've got his signature series guitar, and people are like, oh, you got an Explorer, and I'm like, yeah, I've got an Explorer, and they're like, what is it? I'm like, oh, it's called a Death's Head, and they're like, oh, who made it? I'm like, Dean.
That's not important.
And they're like, did you say it was a signature series? I'm like, yeah. Well, whose signature? Dave Mustaine.
You can leave now, Frank.
Yeah, they're like. I'm so sorry. Look, I didn't know he was gonna turn into an asshole whenever I bought it.
Alright, well, since we're on the topic of Megadeth, we'll just go around real quick. What's your go-to Megadeth song?
Starting with who?
Starting with Frank.
Okay. Obviously, Symphony of Destruction is still my favorite
Good one.
Megadeth song. I mean, like it all the time, every time. It's never not great.
Sure. You know,
I'm gonna go with. I'm not a huge Megadeth fan, but I mean, I do like Symphony of Destruction. If I have to pick one that's not that, I'd probably go Sweating Bullets, just because it's not bad.
Good choice.
I don't know.
Ryan?
Symphony.
Very nice. I would choose Tornado of Souls.
Oh,
Also a good one.
Yeah, I mean, you really can't go wrong with Megadeth.
I think that
don't think.
I think that like my runner up, which would be like a close second with Megadeth, would probably be Trust, because I love the drum intro.
Oh yeah, so good.
Like that, I mean, like it was one of those things where like for the most part in Megadeth and also like Metallica, a lot of times the drums were like the unsung hero, which I guess they are in like a lot of bands. But I mean, like sometimes they have a drum intro or a drum part that like it just they just hit it.
Oh, yeah.
And Trust was one of those ones where like it was just perfectly tuned, had perfect depth. I mean, maybe it was just the perfect room, but I mean, like that guy it was just I mean, I heard the intro, I was like, yes, what is this? And then I'm like, Megadeth. Okay, this could be bad, but let's go with it. And it would end up being a really good song. So
Very nice. So since we were talking about Metallica real quick, let's do that too. Frank, what's your favorite Metallica song?
I have a whole lot of Metallica songs that are my favorite.
Pick one.
But if
If you want a minute, Frank, I know what mine is. Like right off.
yeah, go ahead.
Mine's always been one. It's got kind of like some sentimental stuff behind it. But yeah,
Yeah,
one has always been like my favorite.
It's revered as their best song ever. Ryan?
I would say either one or For Whom the Bell Tolls.
Good. Frank?
That's probably mine, For Whom the Bell Tolls. Just because like it's really easy to play and like you can just
For me, it would probably be one, but I really like Injustice for All. Not the album, the song. It just
like
And Mr.
it's hard to pick because like almost their entire Black album was just sublime.
yeah, it was a masterpiece.
Like there's almost no song on there that I go, nah, I could do without.
Yeah.
So I'm like, what's your favorite Metallica song? Literally the whole Black album. I mean, all
Can I
of them.
just say this?
Yeah, just the album. I mean, here.
I mean, I felt the same way about the Black Album, and I felt the same way about Injustice for All in its entirety. I mean, the only problem with Injustice for All is that that was when they got their new bassist after Cliff died. So they pretty much just had no bass in the entire fucking album. But it still sounded amazing.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I also like Ride the Lightning. It's pretty good. Master of Puppets.
Yeah, no, it's all good shit. What happened to them?
I know. Then they turned into like monsters.
Napster happened
Yeah,
to them.
Napster happened. Lars couldn't get that third gold-plated toilet.
Napster, bah!
Yeah, it was the thing post Napster. I mean, like they were just like they became like the music bros. You know, they're just like, no, you can't have that music. You must pay for that music. Otherwise, I will not be able to afford my 15th Maserati. Fuck you. That's like as soon as that came out, like the little video, I was like, I don't even know what Napster is. Download Napster. Download every Metallica song on Napster because
Fuck
fuck
these
you,
guys.
Lars.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, anytime. They're one of the most downloaded fucking bands of all time. And it's not necessarily because their shit's good. It's because fuck them.
Yeah.
That's
I'm
some
sure there's-
Streisand effect right there.
Yep, exactly.
Don't you dare pirate our music. Well, I know what I'm doing this weekend.
I want to
Yes,
pirate it
just-
on every piece of software I own.
I'm gonna share it with all of my friends. For free. So we didn't
Make
get,
every Metallica albums.
so we didn't ask Ryan what his last concert was.
Fleetwood Mac in Vegas.
That would have been a good one. I've been
It
a
was
sit down.
quite the
A
fucking
sit
show.
down concert.
Was there a lot of hippies there?
Yeah. Yeah.
Look, I can't smoke. I can't smoke the weed, but can you blow it in my face?
Just got a big fan up front that just blows it out into the crowd.
Can you imagine like how unfair it would be like if there was like a bunch of cops like standing outside of like the concert hall? They're like, you smell like weed. We all smell like weed. It's a concert. That's not fair. It's
Do you
not.
see the venue?
See what it's like. That'd be like going to like a Grateful Dead cover band concert and then being like, I think some of these guys might have weed on them. You think?
All of them do.
Someone here in this crowd has the devil's lettuce on them.
I mean, like you walk in, you're like, well, I mean, it's Grateful Dead, and you're like, you sit down, you're like, what is that? Why do I have weed in my pocket?
It's complimentary.
There's like the story you told Frank about you going to the Rush concert and the guy in front of you was just like, big Ziploc bag full of joints.
He's like, and like it was like this many, and like he had it all fucking like lit up before the halfway point of the show. I mean, like, and he's like he was chain smoking these doobies like nonstop. Like he smoked so much weed that our entire section just funneled out into the snack bar. Like all of us, like we were just like. Everybody's coming back with like bags of chips and a drink and like a giant hot dog. But like, I don't even need this. But damn, no, no.
I don't even remember getting this hot dog, man.
I love you, hot dog.
So since I've moved out to Tulsa here, which I'm leaving soon, going back home to Havasu. If you
I
didn't
haven't-
know. Since I moved out here, I've been to I think 4 concerts. Latest one I went to was Korn and Breaking Benjamin, which was phenomenal.
Korn's really good live.
Fucking Jonathan Davis. Even though he's in between songs, he'll put an oxygen mask on and catch his breath. He's still super fucking high energy. One before that was Violent Femmes, which was amazing. Although they had very awful opening bands. Like there was this one chick there that like it was just her and she was the opening band and she had she was trying to be different, I guess. And
She have a little ukulele.
no, she had a full-on electric guitar. And I don't know, there was no chorus, there was no real repetitiveness to her music. It was just like random shit.
Maybe she was really good at poetry, dude.
Maybe.
It was a lead-in poetry jam.
Musical improv.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking, why did you pick her? Like, I mean, I understand you wanna pick local bands or you wanna take somebody on the road that you wanna, give them a little ride my coattails kind of treatment. But god damn, I picked somebody that's actually got some talent.
Pre-screen these artists, please.
Seriously.
I'd like to think that like the main bands are in there going, what is that?
Who picked this?
I was just gonna make us sound better and look
What
better.
is
when we go out
this? I mean, yeah, I mean it's like like the first shot, you
Mhm.
kind of gauge in your audience. Like you send her out there and she's all like, I do music improv, and then like you just see her just detonate and it's just like ass blood and guts all over the stage and be like, we should probably start with a killer song. I mean like best known song.
there. We gotta bring this crowd back from the dead.
The one I went to before that was Iron Maiden, and that was a phenomenal show, even though I was in the nosebleeds. And then before that was Trans-Siberian Orchestra. Which,
Yeah.
if you have never seen them live, which I think I guess you could YouTube their shit, but go see them. They're amazing. They're fantastic. I've seen people say that they're meh. Dude, there's fucking pyrotechnics.
Doing Christmas music and somebody got set the fuck on fire. I don't even know why. I mean, like
Someone on stage
we're like happy holidays, and then this guy's on fucking fire. I don't even know why.
They're fantastic. Go see them. Their tickets are usually not expensive, so please go see them.
Yeah, Frank and I went to go see him many, many years ago.
Oh yeah.
Yep. And remember I think you were there as whenever the lead guitar player was from Sabotage, and like and so I was like, "Whoa, Sabotage!" And then he's like, "Hey, that guy bought my album." It's like, oh, he's cute. What is
I just liked like the first maybe like third of their show or so. They played all of their like soft Christmas music, and the audience was very quiet and somber.
yeah.
And then they were like, "Okay, guys, this is the part of the show where you don't have to be quiet anymore." And they started in with like their hard rock, and the audience just went nuts.
Oh man, I love that it's a Christmas show, but like I love that it's a Christmas show that like will kick you in the teeth too.
Oh yeah.
It's like the no holds barred Christmas show, which I just love to say. No hold barred Christmas show. You got like two Santas fighting to the death in the middle of like a barbed wire arena.
Yeah.
It's so metal. And Beyond Thunderdome had sleighs.
So we asked Frank what his what he's into right now. We haven't asked anybody else. So Jer, I'm guessing gorillas. Anything else you're into right now? No.
That's, I mean, like, great as of right now. Like, I don't know. I've been listening to. It's gonna sound really weird, but I've been listening to some jazz stuff.
Yeah.
I mean,
not
like
weird.
nobody in particular, but when we go to Chicago, there's I found there's like a whole bunch of jazz bars down there, and I've never been to anything like that. And I mean, there's one that's been there since like the 30s that I'd like to go to. I don't know how much tickets are or if it'll even be doing anything because they don't have it that far out, but that's
Yeah.
pretty much about it. Like,
Jazz is really big in Chicago because, prohibition. And it just kind of
Chicago.
stayed that way.
Jazz, I have a hard time getting into jazz. To me, it's not anything spectacular. It's more of a background music to me. Like,
yeah, like there's some stuff that's like that. Then there's like they've got like all this different they've got like all these different genres, like subgenres for it. I prefer stuff that like really doesn't have vocals, or like if it has vocals, I mean
yeah, you'll be
it's
fantastic.
gotta really sing. Yeah.
Apparently, go ahead.
I was gonna say if it's jazz and it has like the dude like somebody like a dude or a chick singing, like they gotta just have that buttery voice, you know?
Hmm. Hmm. Apparently, the definitive jazz album is Miles Davis, Some Kind of Blue. I've listened to that front to back, and it was good. But like I said, I would put that shit on in the background and probably just chill. It's not really something I would.
You wouldn't go out of your way to listen to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. So, and I can see how a whole lot of music genres have stemmed from it. But yeah, it's nothing standoutish to me.
Like I don't know. I think like if I had to pick like a jazz musician that I actually like would be I like Chet Baker. His stuff's like just it's I don't know. It's easy listening. It's just something that I can mindlessly grind away on like a video game, or like if I'm just sitting here drawing, I can just throw it on and it just kind of just in the background, you know.
Sure.
Nothing.
That's if I listen to a lot of jazz, and that's like literally all I ever do. Like I couldn't tell you like one jazz artist, one performer. I couldn't probably tell you like a jazz song because it's just like they're like this faceless mass that I just throw background noises. And I'm like, I'm working, and there's jazz. It's the music I can listen to without people being offended.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's
Pretty
not like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go to the gym and load up my squat rack and just fucking squat to some trumpet jazz, you know. Like,
I mean, that actually makes sense, though.
you know, I'll throw my Kids Bop 9 before I do that.
Do a weighted Charleston.
All right. How about you, Ryan? What are you into right now?
I listen to a lot of like really mindless stuff. Not a whole lot of lyrics, mostly electronic, nightcore, future based stuff like that. I mean, I'll find 2 or 3 hour long playlists of just electronic music on YouTube or something, and just throw that on while I'm doing anything. Like Jared, I've been listening to a lot of the Gorillaz because I'm not really familiar with their music. I know a few of their hit singles and stuff, but I've never really listened to any of their music, so I've been listening to a lot of that, and I really actually like it. So.
Cool. Yeah, the new Gorillaz album, it's interesting, but then again, all their albums are pretty interesting. There's a couple
They're all
standoutish
different.
songs. I suggest giving it a listen, but they feature rapper Vince Staples, which
He's not bad, actually. I actually listened to him after you told me the other day who it was. I was like, I don't know who it was. He's just on there, and he's pretty good.
Yeah, he's got an interesting style. He actually started an internet rage meme. Like they're one of his songs was it's called North North.
I gotta go.
Somebody like there's this it's the white suburban mom meme basically. She listens to his song and reads his lyrics on the YouTube video and is like, "Oh my god, this is what our children are listening to." And she literally like recites the entire song. And of course somebody is going to take that and match up her reciting it to the song. I'm pretty sure Vince got popular because of her.
It's popular enough to be on the Gorillaz, so I mean,
My only thing with the Gorillaz is that like it's like you have the album is like you have to listen to the entire thing in order to even understand what the fuck is even happening. And so it's like that there are tracks in there that aren't really even songs. There's only like really 3 or 4 songs on any album. And then everything else is just sort of like filler or packaging that goes with it that gives contextual to everything else. And that's why I'm like, it's an album, sorta. I mean, kinda. It's like a loose confederation of singles brought together by other little sound bites. My favorite thing that they've ever done wasn't even really a song. It was that bit with Dennis Hopper that they did at the very end of Demon Days. The fire from the monkey's head. He basically recites a poem, and then they periodically have music that has no fucking sense whatsoever. But that's fine. That's Gorillaz. But like, I'm like, this poem is cool, and I listened to it, and I was like, is that Dennis Hopper? How the fuck they get Dennis Hopper to do that?
I've been listening to that album for years, and I didn't know it was Dennis Hopper.
Yeah.
One of the things that I didn't know that I discovered recently about the Gorillaz is that almost all of their music videos actually line up, and it's telling the story of this fictional band. That it's just one big long story throughout their entire career that they're telling about these fictional characters.
Yeah.
So where does Clint Eastwood fall into all of that? Into
The
that
song
story?
Clint Eastwood doesn't even it has nothing to do with Clint Eastwood. Don't.
Like
true.
I've seen most of their music videos, and I agree that it's over time it tells a story, but I don't know where Clint Eastwood falls into that.
Listen,
Clint Eastwood the song and the video, or Clint Eastwood the man?
The
Yes.
song and the video.
well,
Okay. Well, the song of
there's-
the video is easy because it's like the drummer's possessed, and that's
Yeah.
the ghost. Boom.
Yeah.
Here you go.
well, that whole song's actually about cocaine. That's like literally that entire song's about. But they have a new music video that actually has Clint Eastwood in it.
I mean, at this point, you'd have to.
Yeah.
His name's fucking everything. I mean, like, you name dropped a crazy person.
The guy talks to a chair.
He does not talk. Clint Eastwood yells. Huge difference.
I actually had a chance to see the Gorillaz live once before, like 10 years ago, like the last time they toured in America. One of my friends won tickets to go see them, and he was just like, "Hey, if you will drive me down to LA, I'll let you have the other ticket." And I was like, "Oh fuck yeah!" I went to go request time off work, and they're like, "Well, if you take any time off work or if you just go, we're gonna fire you."
Bye.
Oh, I wish I would have. Because he tells me to this day it's like one of the best concerts he's ever been to, because there were like 12 people. They weren't allowed to record or do anything. It was like a live performance type thing that they were doing, and there were like 12 people sitting on pillows like 3 feet away from the band and stuff. And I'm gonna go kill myself, so I'll be back.
Yeah, it wasn't even really a concert. It was a private show.
Oh,
Yeah, it was just
God.
like, yeah. And
I would like to point out that we are talking about this fictional band and their semi-fictional concerts with these semi-fictional people, and you guys still give me shit over having Vocaloid stuff. I mean, it's horse shit. I would go to a fucking Hatsune Miku concert because there's so many of them now, and I don't even care. I could get I could get another vest, a brighter colored vest, and glow sticks.
and do a whole lot of ecstasy and touch everything.
No, I can't. I wouldn't do that, but I would definitely touch a bunch of people who probably were on ecstasy because they're not gonna know. They're like, and I'm like, yeah.
Maybe you could go and get your body pillow signed.
I would get a Hatsune Miku body pillow to get it signed. I would love to get the most vulgar one possible, and then go up to like the drummer, whom I know is never gonna get laid, and be like, sign this. Sign it right on our cooter shooter.
Gross.
Oh my
Something
god, why
wrong
is it
with
like
people
writing
there?
on like a very firm piece of cardboard?
Why do I have to chisel it? Look, don't ask, just do it.
I make that out to Seaman Demon.
Yeah. Hashtag Demon Demon.
It's terrible. Since I
I
haven't.
would-
Oh.
I would love to go to Japan and go to one of those concerts because like they're like if like it looks like the median height is like 5'0" of these people, and they're all like because I can just go there and be like a giant, just pick people up, move them, be like I want to the front.
Excuse me, pardon me, coming through. Yeah, get out of my way.
It's so fantastic.
Make way for the big loud gaijin, please.
Yep. I would use that card. Excuse me, I'm not from this country. I will do things rudely only in this context right now because it serves me. He yelled at me, blah, and then just kill a guy.
I'm an American. I don't know any better. Sorry.
I didn't
We're
know I
a
couldn't do that.
country. I'm gonna just kill people because that's my nature now.
Alright, so since I haven't shared, I will say what I'm into.
Let's hear it. Tell me your secrets.
Well, I'm always listening to a whole lot of shit all the time.
Depending whatever comes out of your mouth next, that may be true.
Well, ever since I got into Iron Maiden, I've been listening to a lot of that, plus Bruce Dickinson's solo albums, which are amazing. I highly suggest them. I've been listening to, let's see, Childish Gambino quite a bit. His stuff is pretty good. I don't know, I know there's a lot of metalheads in this call and they hate rap, but
Some rap's okay. I'm not super down with the hippie.
bye,
rap, but
Frank.
Some rap's okay. You can come back in like 10 minutes, Frank. Or never.
Ain't nothing wrong with little Busta Rhymes.
yeah.
There's a lot wrong with
Oh
that.
my.
I mean, like he's good when he talks and he's fun, but it's like, I mean, let's be real. It's not. I mean, it's music.
Come on, dude. Turn
Yeah.
down for what? That's like Mozart.
Lil Jon.
I would argue that to the day I died.
Turn down for what?
Yeah, to turn down for something.
There is a, and I use this word loosely, a band, more of a group of DJs that Kyle had introduced to me probably a couple years back, and I've been following them very closely ever since. They're called Adventure Club, and
I've heard of
they're just fantastic in the dubstep scene. Good melodies, good beats. It's not just noise.
That's
So,
good. No fax machine sounds.
No, none of that shit.
This album's kicking. What? Am I in 1995? Or is this music? What's happening?
Sounds like somebody just connected to dial-up. What is this? This music is lit, my friend.
Lit AF.
God, I feel like I need to go take a shower after that.
You do. Every time I hear dubstep, like I actually like dubstep, but like the more aggressive the dubstep is, I always makes me feel like I want to fight a hipster. I just like want to walk into a Starbucks and just sucker punch the first guy with a fucking MacBook.
I still think that one of my favorite dubstep songs was on one of the last Skrillex albums, in which one of the guest artist or whoever, one of the lyrics is, "Yeah, I'm the shit. I should have Febreze on me," followed by a sequence of auto-tuned fart noises. And that basically describes dubstep.
Yeah?
Yeah, dude.
I mean,
That's accurate.
like to a T.
So if there were any band you could see live today, like, you know, that are still alive and still performing, who would it be? Frank?
Master Plan.
Ryan?
That'd be a good one.
What?
Master Plan. But they
Zeppelin.
don't tour in the U.S.
But you just gotta go. You just what are they? Were they touring Europe?
Yeah,
Europe, probably.
UK, Germany, Sweden, that whole area.
Just go to Germany.
Yeah.
Just fly over there, you know. Be back
Hang out.
by Monday.
You've swam a couple times or two, you know? Just swim across the fucking ocean.
I mean, you could do it. I believe in you. Look, he's like a dolphin. This isn't how dolphins swim. I'm so sorry.
Worst dolphin ever.
Owl the dog paddle.
Oh God. I don't know that are still performing. I don't know. Oh, Amon Amarth.
There you
For
go.
sure. For sure. Okay, Amon Amarth. I was like trying to think of bands like I would really like to see, but then all of a sudden I realized that that a lot of them are not performing anymore or dead.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, multiple people in that list, New Ryan, are dead. So I mean, like that's not happening.
Eagles
You
are
think
still
he's
touring.
trolling?
Yeah,
I think Earth, Wind, and Fire, aren't they still around?
I think there's a couple of them that are dead.
Yeah.
They've
I haven't
been
seen that much.
replaced. That's one of the reasons why I was gonna say like I mean, I could have said Zeppelin, but John Bonham is dead. I mean, like, so it's not really like Zeppelin anymore. You still got Robert Plant and Jimmy Page, but
Well, I wouldn't mind seeing Alice in Chains, but you know, Lane Stanley's kind of not around.
he's
I would-
He's the man in the box. Meta.
I was gonna say Soundgarden, but you know, Chris Cornell just killed himself,
Too
so yeah.
I'd still go. see
Mine
it.
would definitely be Foo Fighters. I would like it's they're pretty close with the Gorillaz. Like Gorillaz has been like my like ambrosia of seeing a concert, but I'd say Foo Fighters is pretty fucking close.
I
not
gotta
fair.
go. Gotta,
This fucking, it's not fair. He goes see a fake band and you guys fucking don't make fun of him. That's the horse shit.
I've got a coworker that went to see Foo Fighters not too long ago, and apparently Dave Grohl is super vulgar and unnecessarily so.
Well, yeah.
He is so fucking hilarious. It's unreal.
And apparently he's kind of a dick. Like he's like, "Hey everybody, thanks for your money." Like
He's so funny.
I'm doing
he
what I
broke
love.
His leg. He broke his leg on stage and
good, fuck him.
just basically had them set it and then roll him back out on a wheelchair, and he finished the rest of the set like
Yep.
with a broken leg.
Oh
I'm sorry.
man.
I think he's fucking awesome. He's so funny.
I like
Did you
Dave Grohl.
see? Did you see fucking? Speaking of people that have their legs broken on stage, did you watch the concert with Axl Rose for fronting for AC/DC now?
No.
I
was
heard about that and I
tears.
absolutely did not want to see it.
Tears. I mean, like it was so fucking amazing because he's fat, and B
Yeah.
they had him like on a throne, and he had his broke ass leg, and he had his foot up, and he's all like, fucking like he's so into it, but he's confined to this chair, and Angus Young's like all around, just rocking out, and he's doing all the singing, and he's all fucking super red in the face, but he's got like this like Bayou Billy hat on, and he's all leathered out like he was whenever he was with Guns N' Roses, but like they're noticeably smaller. Like, the clothes are
Getting a little tight there.
yeah, I mean, it's like he's like, no guys, I still got this.
Pops the button.
Yeah, I mean,
Kill
like,
the man in the front of the row.
it's like the little skull for the Guns N' Roses is looking kind of like giantitist, you know?
Looking very surprised.
Look, look, I need 2 roadies to come over here and move my chair to my body motions.
Because that would look like a fucking like old timey palanquin. You have like 2 guys in the front, 2 guys in the back. He's like, ah! Ah! And they just rock him back and forth. he's like
It's
And
just
they
a
just-
hover round that just has hydraulics on it to just bounce him.
look, I'm afraid of like we're getting these older people that are fronting for bands, and then we're gonna get to that point where like they're gonna be like on Rascals. think that's what we're gonna be like. Like Axl Rose is gonna be in a Rascal, and he's gonna be like dancing because he's gonna break both of the legs or some shit, and he's just gonna be sitting there like wheeling it and turning it, be singing it, whatever. You go to this side of the stage, pointing at fucking people. Show me your titties! And I'm like, no, you're weird. And then show me your tit. Oh god.
Like he can't even kick his mic stand over anymore. He's got like one of those little robot grabber claws. He just slowly pushes it over.
Well, it's like, dude, speaking of like old people, dude, how is Steven Tyler like even like able to move? He's like a walking, talking Skeletor.
Yeah,
Like,
It's fueled on pure cocaine, man.
Pretty much. He's still like, he died a long time ago, and his body hasn't caught up yet because he was vibrating so much from all the cocaine. It's like, what the fuck is his name? Keith Richards. Keith Richards was dead a long time ago, but he's it's before the beginning of every Rolling Stones concert, he's in a coffin, and then Mick Jagger just brings him out on stage and opens the lid, and he just and it comes out by some dark magic in that coffin, and he's reanimated. Just that's why he doesn't talk. He just and he plays, and then he does talk. He's a zombie, and Dean says Christopher Lee. I bought Christopher Lee's fucking metal album, and it was amazing.
I think I heard one of those songs. It was really good.
I loved his Christmas music. I have the Christopher Lee does a metal version of the metal cover of Little Drummer Boy. It was just amazing. I played it at Christmas and got yelled at.
I think you linked it to me. That was pretty fucking awesome.
Wonderful. I mean, the dude was like 93 at the time, and he's like up there like yelling this like metal, and he's like, and the little interview is, I love metal, and I'm like, I love metal, and I'm like, it's so cool.
Okay, so we're gonna do this. Give me 2 questions. I want you to answer them immediately. Fuck just happened.
oh no.
Deep.
Thanks, you owe me a soda. What album was your soundtrack in middle school? Frank, go.
Test for Echo.
From who?
Rush's 1995 release, Test for Echo.
Ah. Very nice, very nice. Okay, how about high school? Same one?
Probably Presto, which was another Rush release, but it was from a previous year. Hybrid Theory. He got his ass. That Chester got his ass in trouble for talking shit about his fans recently.
Did he really?
Yeah, because he's like, look, we're doing new things, we're going in new directions. I wish you guys would quit fucking talking about Hybrid Theory. It's about like 20 years ago. And I was like, dog, people still buying your shit.
That was the last.
We shouldn't talk shit. I'm just saying.
The last like Park album I ever bought was Hybrid Theory, which wasn't bad. I mean,
that's the last one I definitely strung. But then it's bad whenever Corey Taylor from Slipknot is the one that's calling you on your shit, on your poor behavior. I mean,
yeah. All right, Jared, middle school.
My stepbrother introduced me to Soundgarden, and Down on the Upside was like, I probably listened to that album like a billion times. Like, it was like the first and only CD I ever owned, so like that was pretty much all I ever played. And my parents got really angry when they found it because there's a lot of swearing on it, and they're very upset.
That's devil music, dude.
Oh yeah. And then my high school stuff, I used to listen to a lot of Disturbed.
Oh yeah, get that emo on, baby. Oh wait, no, that's not Disturbed. That's Stained.
Yeah, it's Stain. Oh man, Stain is bad.
Disturbed is just like 99% anger.
Yeah.
Tara listens to Disturbed fucking all the time. She still loves Disturbed like nonstop.
They're pretty,
Yeah,
pretty consistent.
they're-
Yeah.
They're not bad. They're new. Like, I don't like when bands do like acoustic-y shit when they're like angry, like rock bands like that. I'm just like, it's...
It depends. Like sometimes they can pull it off, but then other times I'm like I think the biggest hit and misser for me anymore recently for shit like that is Five Finger Death Punch, because I'm like I love whenever they're like hardcore like heavy metal and like they get like real anger metal and I'm like, yes, this is what I wanted. And then they do a song where like he does like all those harmonics and I'm like,
yeah, who the fuck are you? Get off the stage.
Skip. That's why like now I'll go in and like their new album came out. I'm gonna go through with the iTunes and just be like, what songs are the songs that are really quiet? And that's not what I want. So when I'm mad, I will listen to Five Finger Death Punch.
Yeah, they're really bad about that.
That's one of the problems that I have with Five Finger Death Punch, even though
Yeah.
is that they started out, their music used to talk about how angry they were and like how much they wanted to just fucking thrash and destroy shit and fuck the establishment and stuff like that. And like as their music progressed, it became more of like, oh, I feel bad. And I can't remember where I can't remember where I read it, but somebody basically said they're the Nickelback of heavy metal. I'm like, oh fuck, there are.
Wow. I mean,
Oh, that hurts. That hurts bad. Just look at this graph, dude.
Look at this graph.
Look at this graph.
All right, Ryan,
Makes me
your
laugh,
turn.
dude.
Middle school, I'd have to say, was Disturbed, The Sickness.
Okay.
High school, I would probably say Alice Cooper, $1 Billion Babies.
Nice.
yes.
Very nice.
Yes.
I think I actually borrowed that album from you, Frank.
Yeah.
I think that in my car, like in the glove box, like all throughout high school.
that was a great album. I mean, like I remember. I mean that was what I did my drama final on.
Oh yeah, I remember the baby.
that Dead Baby song. No, that's what the song was called, Dead Babies.
Oh.
I did a full theater production of Dead Babies that may or may not have involved tearing
Babies.
apart an infant full of blood and getting it on literally everyone.
Oh no.
Oh wow.
Yeah, he may or may not have taken a small baby doll and filled it with like a gallon of fake blood.
And then literally ripped it limb from limb during the instrumental, and then got like the little baby gore. The great part too is that I did it the day before, so it was all supposed to be like dried, but it was all like the like that polyurethane. Was it the not cotton, poly something? Help me.
Polyurethane.
Yeah, sure. So it was all that inside. So like, but it didn't absorb anything. It just basically kept it all wet on the inside. So like, I was like in the middle of it, so I couldn't exactly stop. But like, I picked it up and I was like, oh, and I'm like, I could feel it. and so like, I put up the baby and it's all covered in blood. And I ripped its eyes out and shit, and then all bleeding and whatever. And then like everyone's all, oh, and I'm like, and in my head, I'm like, oh, you think that's bad?
Oh, that's bad.
Like arm, leg, and then just, but like because it was all wet. I mean, like it sounded like tearing meat. I mean, it was like, and the way that it came out, because like because it's all sewn at the joint, and then it had like the stuffing inside, it would come out with it, and it was and so like there was a baby arm with like this gory like meat that was coming off of the bottom of it, and I threw it at somebody. Fucking, I don't even want a leg, and then at one point like I tore the head off, and I twisted it, and then I pulled it, and like but like it was straight up like Sub-Zero shit. And there was like this like baby head with like this like spine of fucking like gore down it. Oh, it was so good.
Frank didn't fuck around in drama.
No,
Yeah, man, this was all during like interpretive dancing as well. You should have seen it. Covered himself in baby oil and fake blood.
Oh, man.
okay. So as an aside, we're talking about drama. So we did this little Christmas thing where we had like a bunch of kids that had to hold up signs during one of the performances. I did all the lighting and all the technical stuff, so I wasn't actually performing. But I went up to one of the kids who was just like an extra, and all the kids had to hold up these little signs. And I was like, "Let me see your list, or let me see your little sign." And he handed it to me, and I put, I said, "Oh, we want you to use this one instead." Oh, okay. And then they all start to funnel out on stage. The sign that I gave him that replaced it says "I heart Satan." Like how many letters? And so like all the kids are standing over there and they were like, looking at their signs, but like they were really young. So like they mean like they might be able to read the letters, but they didn't really understand what they were looking at. And they're like one of the directors went by and went, "Who gave you that?" Never mind. I was so close because they were supposed to go up there and be like, "Oh, Santa," and they were supposed to hold up signs. I wanted so bad this kid to hold that. See if anybody would know this because I was in the back, I was filming it, so I wanted to just be like, "She knows, she sees it. Look at this, look at it, she sees it."
This kid's dyslexic. That's all. That's all.
That's how I would say it. Oh, so good.
So it seems like we got some marital problems in our chat right now.
Well, I mean, that's terrible.
It might end up in a divorce, but that's all right. It's understandable.
I agree with that.
New Ryan's original question was, "What's wrong with Nickelback?" And to be honest, in my opinion, and you can all fucking disagree with this all you want, there's nothing really wrong with Nickelback.
Or right.
It's just that there's not a whole lot of them. Hey, you put that headset back in. I'm not done yet.
You are fucking done.
There's just nothing really right with Nickelback.
You know what they call that? Something wrong!
Oh my god, why's he gotta yell? Why does he do this?
You get him so angry.
They're just very generic arena rock, which
Not even arena rock.
they're on par with like,
rock.
Kid Rock. In terms of generic arena bullshit.
in terms of how offensive they can be in a single sitting.
In terms of generic '90s band that every vowel is the letter A, and it's like Kid Rock. I'd rather listen to Kid Rock than listen to Nickelback.
And
Right? I mean, Kid Rock at least brought us Ba with the Ba.
I know that was
Yeah.
Can't
was-
be bad.
hot
Yeah,
fire
you
right
cannot-
Ba
there.
with the Ba, da bang, diggy, 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 said the boogie, set up, jump the boogie.
No.
Buddy.
Brad's got a point. You can't argue with that.
I can argue with that.
Frank, shut your mouth. You can't have a valid argument with that. Drink your Dickies cup.
God damn it.
But I think New Ryan's just trolling. So, but I was gonna humor him anyways. But anyways, so I didn't get to answer that question that I asked you guys.
No, let's hear it.
Throughout middle school and high school, I was claiming my favorite band was Metallica, and I wasn't, wrong about that. But I think my soundtrack for middle school would probably be Green Day Dookie.
Like
What?
their only good album.
What?
Yeah,
Hey, that was a good album.
it
Shut
was
up,
good
Frank.
front to back. All right, shit was a masterpiece. And then I'm gonna have to say for high school it would be Slipknot self-titled album, like front to back.
So- I love Slipknot.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm okay with that.
I wasn't a big fan of them at first, but grown to
They
love
grow,
it.
they grow on you, I think it's like as we got older, they made more sense. Because like we're contextual listeners. Like if you listen to a song and it doesn't make any sense, you're like, At least to me anyway. But I mean, like whenever like I actually got older and like and I listened to them and like I guess like the craze for them died down. It's really hard to be in high school and middle school and to have like the guy in front of you. I'm into Slipknot, and like he dyed his hair black, and he wears like the white makeup with the black eyeliner and the black fingernail polish and the those baggy pants that had like a
The
million
Chico
pockets.
jeans, dude.
Yeah, a million pockets and chains and whatever, and he's like, "Fuck the establishment." You can hear him come down the hallway, shing, shing. Sounds like Jacob Marley. and I'm like, I don't think I will like Slipknot because everyone who I've talked to who said they like Slipknot looks like you.
New Ryan says the
What's
name of the podcast should be changed to metal music. I just said Green Day Dookie was my favorite fucking album in middle school.
Yeah, man.
That is definitely not metal. It's just
Yeah.
bracelets with spikes. Yeah, that was it. I knew I was missing.
Dude.
I knew I was missing the accessories. I mean, I
Like
couldn't.
15 of them too, like all up the arm.
So we had this kid that was just like that in high school. We did life sciences, and we were dissecting sewer rats. I love doing dissections. Shock, I know. But then, so this kid, he was one of those in my little group, and he was so metal, and he had the hair and the million accessories, and he's in a band, and he's just so full of anger, and he wants to kill the world. I slit open this rat, and I'm like, "You ready to count some organs?" And they're like, "What?" And I put my finger on both sides, and it's boop, and I just dumped this rat's guts right on the table. He goes, and he just pukes. And I'm like, "What's wrong with him?" And then I proceed to break every single toe on this rat, one by
Why are
one.
you doing things?
And like he came back in, and I had perfectly like dissected from here up off that on that rat, and I pulled the thing's fucking brain out, brain and brain stem, and like the guy comes in, he's like, and he goes outside and he just hurls in this trash can, and he ends up having to go home, and I'm just like, it feels so good.
You are weak.
It's so good.
Yeah. He came back to school the next day and he was wearing like Dockers and like a nice shirt.
Oh, he had a polo.
Yeah,
He had
Sweater vest.
douche fop cuts or whatever.
cut his hair, dyed it a normal color. It was weird.
Yeah.
You changed his life, Frank. Good on you.
Like, I come down the hall, he just like shrinks into a corner and clutches his Bible tightly. No, not again.
Go home and 6 Hail Marys.
I saw him again today, Father. I just can't.
All right.
There was some rap because everyone remembers Kyle bringing in DMX to electronics.
Yeah, but there were reasons behind it. It wasn't because, man, is this song good? You know?
Listen, X gave it to him.
The X delivery service is by far the most long-functioning delivery service ever. I mean, it kept going even when he was in prison. X continued to deliver high-quality product regardless of circumstances.
You could.
Yeah, fuck
go,
waiting to get it on your own.
Yeah, you could
Yeah,
go
knock
get
knock,
it on
open
your
up,
own.
dude.
You could, but I mean, X could definitely give it to you, though. It was an option.
Oh man, so stupid. Where's
Alright.
Joe? Someone
Yeah.
needs to call Joe.
No, don't do that. Who is Joe?
That one guy.
All right. Let's wrap it up. Do we have any final thoughts, Frank?
A lot of this was music, and then some of it wasn't.
Look, don't be a fucking snob, all right?
I will be. I will be. It comes with the mustache.
That's true. Jer. Final thoughts.
I am super fucking stoked to go see the Gorillas next month.
Happy-
Fake band.
Shut the fuck up,
When are we gonna learn? You will see gorillas on CNN.
See, Frank, the thing is the Gorillaz is a real band with fake characters.
Yeah.
Vocaloid is a fake band
Not.
with fake vocals and a fake character.
No.
Yes.
to me.
Shut up, you weed.
Your waifu is shit!
So, wait. Where does Death Clock fall in all of that?
No,
They are a real band with fake
With their
characters.
fake characters. They're like the Gorillas.
Because Vocaloid has a real band. There is a band that plays on stage, and then there are the
During
Vocaloids.
their live shows, their recorded studio stuff is all done fake on a computer.
I know that. I meant this concert.
I knew that.
Well, guess what?
And
When
they
I go to
turn
see
you
this
into
concert,
a fucking SpongeBob meme. Vocaloid isn't real music. Jerry, you're drawing that. Get on it.
I have to. That's gonna be a thing. It's on my to-do list.
He's dying. You killed him. You
All right,
bastard.
Frank. Well, I will actually get on that probably tonight. It's too funny to not. Compose yourself, Frank.
You good?
Oh man. So stupid.
Yeah. I mean, maybe.
Definitely.
So, final thoughts, Ryan?
Make Zydeco great again.
God damn it! I was hoping we were gonna go the whole time we weren't gonna talk about fucking Zydeco, country's retarded cousin. God, as if it couldn't get any more fucking inbred. Ugh.
I don't know what that is, and I don't think I want to.
Zydeco. Okay, so like take everything about country music. Okay, you ready? Make
I
it
wanna kill
50
myself.
fucking million times worse. Add water. That's Zydeco.
That sounds.
Imagine it fucking being played.
Dirty, high-paced, backwater lagoon country.
Yeah, with cymbals and like they got trumpets and I don't know. They just like get together. They just go like whoever's in the area. They all get together and they just fucking make noise. And they're like, it's Zydeco because it's got like a kind of a beat to it. You got one guy who just boom, 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 and then everyone just loses their minds and plays whatever the fuck they find. I mean, like, we got a Zydeco concert, and there's a guy up on stage playing a fucking cigar box! No!
Cigar.
Yeah, it's a cigar box with 2 fucking strings. And I'm like, would you find it in a dumpster?
This is an instrument now.
how hard it
I'll fight you.
You know how hard it is to play a cigar box with 7 fingers, Frank?
I mean, I feel like this is just like, it's music and preparation for the Fallout scenario.
Oh wait, I have one more thing.
Go ahead.
Bring ham boning back.
Ham boning.
Ham boning for the Pope 2017.
I don't know
Needs
what
to be
any of that
I
means.
don't even know what that is. What is hand boning?
You don't know what ham boning is?
I don't. I've probably done it, but I don't know what it is.
Ham boning will save your life one day.
It still
You
doesn't describe it.
you basically just like slap your body and you make music.
I've done that before. I do that shit all the time.
Yeah, I used to ham bone.
Shit.
Good job, Neely
Yeah,
Ham.
it's basically rhythmic body slapping, like slapping your knees and your chest
my
and
God.
stuff, and
Me and my
that's
buddy,
ham boning.
me and my buddy Robert did that for like the longest time. We were camping out on the lake in the fucking middle of summer, and obviously it's like 105 in the dark.
In the dark.
You're going back to that, so
And we couldn't fucking sleep. So what do? Oh, there's like 3 tents all lined up, and one of them starts a beat, slapping on your man tits and your belly. Everybody else joins in, and
Slap it on your man tits and your belly.
yeah,
Everyone's
not
slapping on Neil.
mine.
Everyone just like circles Neil, and they're just using him like a fucking xylophone.
I
the
mean,
dudes around Neil slapping him.
if only
I
I
mean,
could-
it went from being like kind of like a hand boning, like funny exercise, to just sort of being like a really creepy, touchy-feely ritual.
if only I could get that kind of action. But
Neil Glockenspiel.
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 I hate you.
I'm sad.
So stupid.
All right, we're moving on. Fuck that.
We've done this.
I can't believe.
I can't believe you've done this.
All right, I don't really have a final thought. I really enjoyed chatting about music, and I enjoyed the feedback from everybody else and their music interests.
Yeah, except for Nickelback. Sorry, it's terrible.
You're terrible. But so is Nickelback. So.
I wonder. So I wonder how many like if Creed and Nickelback did a like dual concert, how many tickets would they sell?
Is there a negative number that's?
I would like to go just to see how empty that shit is. Just like you like walk in and you're like you look like fucking Maximus. You just walk. You get like, but you buy nosebleed, but you just walk all the way up to the front because there's nobody there. I got a private showing of Nickelback because no one showed up.
I never got to meet the band.
I had to meet the band. Hell, let me play some instruments because why not?
Man, Nickelback, Puddle of Mud, and Creed all going on tour all at once with Kid Rock opening.
It's just like people actually go on vacation whenever they come to that town. The town empties out. They can't get away fast enough.
Everyone in this town died. It was weird.
I choose death.
All right. So on that note, we're gonna wrap it up. Thank you all for watching, listening, so on and so forth. We appreciate you. If you like what you saw, like what you heard, please rate, like, comment, subscribe. Follow us on Twitter. Like us on Facebook. Visit our website, www.dastardlygentleman.com. We're sometimes updating that. We're kind of behind. Shut up.
We have a website?
Yeah, dude. I made the website so you could put your pretty arts on it instead of, on a refrigerator.
What is he? 7?
Joju this.
I finger paint.
So-
paint.
But if you really like, what we're doing here, we'd really appreciate it if you kick us a couple bucks with a donation. We are up for renewal this month, so we need money. I mean, it could come out of our pockets, but we'd like this to be self-sufficient. So yeah. Again, thanks for everything. Thanks for your support. We definitely recognize it when it happens. And we've got a lot of viewers tonight, so that was pretty awesome.
Thanks for coming, guys. You the best. You're excellent.
I fucking fight you.
Until next time, we will see you later. Whoa.
Bye.
Alright, shut up, guys. Don't say anything.
Look at this photograph. Every time I do it makes me laugh.